Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out here on the factory farm map harvesting some cabbage, and I thought why not make a short video and let you guys know what I use to play Farming Simulator 17. I'm going to go over some of the system specs and the accessories I use to play this game. So two of the products I'm going to be focusing on today are Logitech products, and I just want you guys to know this is not a paid endorsement for Logitech. I just happen to like their accessories. So as far as system specs, I am running an Intel i5 6500 at 3.2 gigahertz. That is my CPU. My graphics card is a Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1080. I'm running 6 gigabytes of RAM, 2 8 gig sticks. My motherboard is a Gigabyte H170 DS3H. My monitor is a 27-inch Acer Predator XB1 165Hz 1440p with G-Sync. My power supply is an EVGA 600 watt. The mouse I'm using, this is one of the items I'm going to be focusing in on today. This is an awesome little mouse, guys, and if you can get your hands on one on sale, definitely grab it up. I couldn't recommend it enough. So yeah, that's the Logitech G700S. Excellent mouse. Now my keyboard is just an Azio backlit, just gets the job done. Keys feel alright on it, not too bad. Gamepad, now this is another thing I'm going to be focusing in on today. This is basically a one-handed keyboard that you can totally reprogram all the keys on it. It's called the Logitech G13. The microphone I use is called a Blue Snowball, and it's actually black in color. Headphones are Sony wireless. The racing wheel, okay. So I don't use my racing wheel for Farming Simulator. I find it just a little too hard to get used to. What I really love it for is playing American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck. Really good for that. So if you're looking to get a racing wheel, I definitely recommend the Logitech G27 racing wheel. Awesome. Just look for it on sale. Now when I use a controller for some of my games, I use an Xbox 360 wireless. My editing software I use to edit my videos is Vegas Pro 14. We use TeamSpeak 3 to communicate during our multiplayer Let's Plays, and we also use Dropbox to share files and pass mods back and forth. So that is my full system specs. Now we're going to go over and take a look at the mouse and keyboard, or keypad, that I use to play this game. Alright, here we are over on Amazon's website. I thought we'd go over the mouse that I use first. This is called the Logitech G700S rechargeable gaming mouse. It's a really nice mouse, guys. Really good for people with big hands too. I have fairly big mitts, so this thing fits my hand perfectly. Now it has tons of reprogrammable buttons as well, 13 actually. Now this is a rechargeable. Like it says, it comes with a battery you can recharge inside. It comes with a cord you can plug into your PC and plug it in when it needs recharging. Now honestly, the battery life on this is really bad. You'll have to recharge this every day. That's the only downside to this mouse that I can see. Obviously I didn't pay that much for it. I paid $100 Canadian. If you're thinking about getting this, just wait for it to go on sale. Actually try Newegg too, you might get a good deal on it, but I paid $100 Canadian and that was pretty steep. It is wireless, plugs in USB to recharge, and it's good for all platforms as well. So one really cool thing with this, guys, that scroll wheel is a free scrolling wheel. It's like a weighted wheel, so when you turn that, you can flick it and it'll keep spinning and spinning, and that comes in very handy when you're buying stuff in the shop, buying animals for Farming Sim. It also comes in very handy for scrolling through web pages, getting to the top and the bottom in one flick. Now not only that, there's 3 extra buttons built right into that mouse scroll wheel. Now it has side shift buttons. If you click that to the side, that is a button. You can reprogram that to any key you want on your keyboard. And also if you press in on it, that's another button. So there's 3 buttons right on your mouse wheel here. Now these 2 buttons here, this one locks your scroll wheel so it's notched. You can have that instead of a free scroll. Right there is how you change your different profiles. I think you can have up to 5 saved profiles on this. So there is 3 extra buttons over here, G8, G9, and G10, fully programmable. And if we take a look at the side here, you can see there's 4 more buttons here. The lights indicate what profile you're on. So yeah, 13 buttons altogether. So between this mouse and the gaming pad I'm going to be showing you, I don't have to use the keyboard at all, hardly, just for a couple of extra buttons. But yeah, I definitely take advantage of this. And this thing definitely comes in handy. But like I said, wait for it to go on sale, guys. Next up is gaming pad I use. This is called the Logitech G13 programmable game board with LCD display. Now all the keys on this are fully reprogrammable. I use them all for farming sim. You can program macros, which is multiple key presses in one button swipe. You can turn the lights off and on. You can actually change the backlighting for this. And it has a few different functions, like it will pick up on some of the games you have in your library and actually show the different statistics and stuff up here. Only on some games though. And actually when you play movies and different episodes on your computer, this thing will actually list them sometimes. So it's really cool. Got a few extra little things there. But what I like about it is it's totally contoured to your hand. Look at the slimness of it. Like your hand lays right over that. And it's great if you're using your left hand for your keyboard, because it got a little thumbstick here, which is great for little indie games and stuff. But that there, you can also program for 4 different button presses by pressing left, right, up and down. And actually there's a button you can push in on that too, so there's an extra few buttons there, a couple of buttons around the side there. Then you got all these keys up here. So there's a look at the back of it. That's it from the side, that's it from the front. And it fits your hand comfortably. It's just contoured to your hand. Okay, here we are back over on the map. Now I thought I'd show you how I have my gaming pad and my mouse set up for gameplay in Farming Simulator. So just let me press escape here. I'm going to have to go down and launch my Logitech profiler. There is my mouse right there, guys. There's your battery life. Now to set up your different profiles and stuff, you're going to have to click on this and it'll show you all my different keys I have programmed in there. There's 5 different profiles you can set up for different key presses for different games. This also has very high DPI levels on it, guys. It goes all the way up to 8200. What DPI is, if you're not familiar with it, is how sensitive your mouse is during gameplay, and this thing goes at 8200. So that being said, some of the key presses I have programmed in here, like I said, there's 3 different key presses just on the mouse wheel alone. So pressing in on it hires a worker. I have I and R programmed for the side switches, which unloads and loads your tippers. I have these 3 buttons here reprogrammed. The top one is the Y key for like unloading your auto load trailers and switching through your seed. The middle one there is the 9 key for switching your map from small to big to off. P button is to get over to the shop. Now the 4 buttons on the side, I use the tab key to tab through my different vehicles. The V key and the B key on the bottom is to lower your implement and turn your whatever you're hooked to on, and the escape key is to bring up your menu, of course. So that is all the buttons that I have programmed in just for the mouse alone. Now in here I also have the gaming pad, so if I just click on that, it brings up the gaming pad. Here's how you switch your different buttons. This is to change the lighting on it. You have these different colors to choose from. So the buttons here are all the ones I have. You have all kinds of different profiles up here too, guys, that you can put different games into. Some of them will pop up automatically. It kind of scans your computer and sees what games are compatible with this, and it'll set the buttons up all for you automatically. Or you can go in and change them yourself. So the WSAD keys, or I don't have to explain, that's just how to move. The E and Q keys are used to attach and detach and get out in and out of vehicles. The 8 and 7 key here are to up the time and down the time. F11 we use for teleporting across the map, and the F12 key is for taking screenshots. So we also have the G key over here, that's to change between your implements like your tractor and your tipper. C key will go change your views from inside the cabin or an external view. The home key is for my beacons. See, I use all of these buttons. Shift key is for running and stuff. Then all these buttons here, I use the vehicle group switcher. You can categorize all your vehicles. So I have in category 1, all my harvesters are in here. I just can tab through them just pressing that key. These are all my semi trucks. These are all my tractors. This is all my forestry equipment and the grasshopper, stuff like that. And this is just an extra category in case I need to place more. Now on either side of that, that's pipe out on the harvester, and X is to unfold any of your equipment. Now like I said, this thumbstick down here is really cool because you can play that with normal games, or you can set that up so each direction is a key press on your keypad. So basically if I push in on that, I can hire a worker. I also have that feature over on the mouse. If I press up on this, I can bring up the F1 menu screen, Enter is how I start my vehicles because I use the manual ignition. 3 is cruise control. Now the comma down here is for leaving swath behind with your harvester. And then I have the X and O keys programmed up here as well. But these keys here are starting to wear out a little bit, guys, because this gaming pad is like 5 years old now. And I had to resort to using these two. But besides that, all I need is like the space bar and a couple of other keys. I got to use the keyboard for it itself. So yeah, that's what I use to play Farming Simulator 17. So there you have it. That was my short video just to show you guys what I use to play Farming Simulator, along with the system specs I have and my accessories. If you guys are interested in picking them up, I'll leave the links for the Amazon site down below. I would advise you to wait for that to go on sale because you can definitely get it cheaper than that. But if you can get your hands on them, I highly recommend them. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, maybe you can leave a like on your way out. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and click on Nick right there in the middle of your screen, and I'll bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. Plus my Patreon link is just below that if you'd like to help and contribute to the channel. It really helps out. So until next time, take care, and I will see you all in the next one.